Does MJF stand for my jealous fans? Because the fans seem to be pretty hateful to one Maxwell Jacob Friedman. MJF might be the best heel going in professional wrestling today. This dude is a killer on the mic. He only wrestles 5 times a year, but each of those 5 matches are guaranteed to be really good, 2 classics. He's been cutting amazing promos with CM Punk. He carried a feud with Brian Pillman. He's been doing some of the best work of his career over the past few years. And the best part is he's only 25 years old. He'll only get better. Many expect him to win a world championship pretty soon. I'm going to ask you a few questions, but the first one is point blank, what makes MJF so good?
Honestly, because okay, so I've read things about MJF and things like that, and I know how the man behind the character actually is, right? But if you pay attention to MJF, he's a lot like Danhausen. He's the same dickhead outside the ring that he is in the ring. I was
gonna say, could you imagine? Maxwell Hausen.
he's the same as that person. Like he did an interview, he did a photo shoot with somebody who was supposed to be throwing an autograph or whatever. And like in the photo, he's literally like pushing the guy away. Like there's a photo of him just pushing the guy away as he's smiling into the camera. But that's him. That's just him. Like I think a lot of this character MJF is a lot of the actual performer. I think this is actually him. Now I don't think he's a complete and utter douchebag, but I think that the part of it that is him, like when some people do characters and stuff like that, like for instance, Roman Reigns, when he is a heel, that is his alternate personality, something that he's always wanted to do. Because he's always said he wanted to be a heel, and he became a great one. I'm thinking that's the same thing with MJF. I think honestly, MJF is a great heel because in real life he's one of the nicest human beings possible. Like I think that's what.
That's actually not true. Brian Danielson. Brian Danielson literally said Brian. Well, I mean, I'm sure he's got to be kind to an extent, right? But yeah. Brian Danielson literally like, yeah, no, MJF in real life is kind of an asshole because apparently he was going backstage and he came up to Brian. He was like, "Hey, yeah, I've been taken down in my entire amateur wrestling career. I've never been taken down with a double leg takedown. Been taken down with a single leg takedown, but never a double leg takedown." And Brian Danielson was like, "Oh wow, really? How long were you wrestling?" He's like, "Yeah, I quit after my freshman year of high school." And I was like, and Brian's like, "Wait a minute, what?"
Well, like I said, he does that outside. Like you'll see, like I said, take pictures with fans. He acts like an ass, but I don't know if that's, like I said, it's his character. But you never know.
This man called his own mother a skank.
He did. He definitely did, and a number of other people.
Yeah.
He's absolutely amazing.
I think what makes him so great is MJF is like one of the, I think he's a revolutionary heel because one, he's kind of modernized what it's like to be a heel because he's I think he's like that next evolution of heel, if that makes sense, right? Because there was the Ivan Kolovs of the world back in like the 70s and whatnot, and I'm a Russian and I hate America and the vodka, and you move on and you have like the very dastardly heels of the 90s. You just I'm an Earthquake, a Jack Tunney, and you got like your Earthquake, all those guys. Then you move over to the cool heels, and now you have MJF. You have MJF who is just an asshole. That's the gimmick. That's the reality. He's just an asshole. But what makes him modern and what makes him so, I think, work, he's able to toe that line of what's acceptable and what's not, because he will. Everything is on limit. Like outside of like racism and homophobia, everything is on the table for this guy, and he will go to all those lengths. But he will never mess up and say anything like that, because he's the guy who also calls like people like he goes after Hulk Hogan all the time in interviews. Like he's like, yeah, why would I talk about a racist? Why would I like a racist? Because Hulk Hogan's a racist. So like he does those things. Like I'm like, hey man, it's true. And then like a lot of the things he says, you don't like them, but they're true. And
It's
that's
true.
what gets the that's what makes him such a good heel. He's able to talk to a younger audience as well because he is 25 years old. Um, this guy's just amazing, and I think it's that combination of knowing exactly what he can say and being able to just willing to take a little bit of risk too. You know, I think that really makes him so great. Also, the fact that he is in fact better than you, and you know it. I think that's the.
I think that's it.
I think that's also that's just it. Like he's better. We know he's great. We know he's great. And we know he's young, and he's only going to get better, and that's freaking scary. It's scary how good MJF can be.
Yeah, it is. Like, I mean, I honestly believe he's doing the Miz's gimmick better than Miz is doing it right now. Like, I at one point, I honestly thought, like, before MJF came on the screen, I thought Miz was an amazing heel at the time. Like, that was back when he beat Dolph and he was messing with Daniel Bryan, and at the time Daniel Bryan, and like he actually was a damn good heel. But I think MJF took that, made it his own, and is better at it. Like the whole "I'm awesome" type thing. MJF, I'm better than you know it. Like I feel like MJF is doing it much better, but and like but he expanded on what the Miz did, and I think he's doing a great job. He's doing an amazing job. And like you said, he doesn't wrestle a whole lot, but he doesn't need to. Like, as long as you see him on the screen, like the matches he wrestles are classics. As long as you see MJF on the screen, that's all you need.
Bro, I got an idea, bro. Let's take him. Let's take the kid, and bro, he's from New York. Let's put him under a mask. Think about the heat, bro.
I hate you.
I love how Vince Russo is literally just a New York version of Jerry.
He is actually, bro. Listen, bro.
Thanks for watching this video from Real Take Sports Talk. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. Also, remember to check out our live show every single Thursday at 8 p.m. right here on the YouTube channel. And remember, keep it real.